Hi, my name's Eli Blaney, and I'm a sophomore student at Creighton University. I've been researching the spread of COVID-19. I use models to predict the virus's global prevalence and its possible outcomes, given some initial parameters. With so many possible factors, it's easy to wonder, how can you predict how a disease like COVID-19 spreads in the world? One way is to use mathematical models, like the SEIR model. The SEIR model is a compartmental model. People are susceptible if they can get the virus, exposed if they have it without symptoms, infected if they are contagious, and recovered when they finally built immunity. The model relies on several bits of information, like the incubation period, which is how long it takes for somebody who is exposed to the virus to develop symptoms, the recovery period, which is how long it takes for somebody who is infected to no longer be contagious, the case fatality, which is the average probability of death from the disease, and the reproductive number, which is the average number of people infected by one person with the disease. The reproductive number is especially important. When people reduce their travel and stay at home, this number can decrease significantly. So how can this be used? Using the programming language R, I created several illustrations to show what might happen. In the worst case scenario, everybody would go out and resume their daily operations as normal, starting today. Since COVID-19 is still uncontrolled and without a vaccine, you can see that the red line, people who are susceptible, shows that less than 8% of the world population would be safe from the virus. The green line shows the number of infected people, and that is a steep curve. A quarter of the world's population would likely be infected all at once. That's not good for hospitals. Thankfully, we're not doing that. With the world joining together to engage in helpful practices like restricting travel, staying at home, and using good hygiene, we can greatly impact the spread of COVID-19. In fact, if every family stayed home during this epidemic, the reproductive number of COVID-19 would effectively be reduced to how many people the average person can infect in their own home, which is about 1.5. I created this chart to illustrate the best case scenario, where everybody stays home and practices good hygiene. Here, a significant portion of the world's population remains completely safe, and only a handful of people are infected at one time. Now this is flattening the curve. More realistically, our current global and local policies will land us in the middle of the two scenarios I mentioned. Staying informed is one of the best ways to make sure that you're doing your part to keep the world safe. As I continue my research, I'll be looking for more ways to effectively model and predict the spread of COVID-19. Thanks for watching.